What's crack-a-lackin'? Welcome in to My Mind is a Weapon Fantasy Football Show.
Bang! Welcome into episode 193, everybody. I am your host, SleezBall, the last episode of the day. Merry Christmas to you and your guys' family, man. I got every single one of these done today. Absolutely amazing. This is going to be my tight end ranking, my last video of the day. I will do Christmas tomorrow live on the stream, and then I'll come back Friday with my smash starts. And then that's going to be it for the fantasy football content. I'll dive into some pickups, DFS, stuff like that. We head into the playoffs there, do some live streams with that. If you guys cannot make it into the live streams, you can always drop any comment you want down below. It does not have to pertain to this video. One of my goals is to answer every single one of them for you all year long to get you to the point we're at now of the championship. Before we dive into the tight end ranking, guys, make sure you smash that like. Make sure you hit that subscription. Turn that bell on. It helps me out a ton. Also, I will be doing a spreadsheet $100 giveaway for all the support you guys give me in round one of the playoffs. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So I'm going to give you just a copy and paste comment on the YouTube. And all you have to do is pick every single winner with the score, and the person that gets the closest, and I'll, accumulate all of them, look at every single one of them. I will give $100 away to, because you guys have shown me so much support this year. I want to get back to you guys. And it's the holidays, man. It's Christmas time. Time to give back. So let's dive into my week 17 tight end last rankings of the season. So if you guys are new to the channel, this is my tight end board here heading into the fantasy football championships. And I cannot believe we are at the end of the season, man. Time flew by. This year is absolutely crazy. So I'm going to give you some defense statistics. I'm going to give you some last 4 week statistics, because there's some red players you're going to be looking at on your phone and your app. And if you don't know, they've been good since the season long, but there's some injuries that have happened, and these are smash matchup opportunities that are here. So I want to dive into a little differently here on this video for the last ranking of the season. So starting off with my tight end one, who else? Brock Bowers, the absolute monster that's going to break every rookie record. It looks like he might even break Puka Nakua's reception record. But before we dive into Brock Bowers, I forgot about David Njoku. He's at the bottom there. Pay attention to his injury updates. He's getting an MRI done right now. We don't know how it's going to go. So just leaving him there for now. Obviously, he's a top. God, he'd be a top 5 tight end for me if it wasn't DTR at quarterback. I would put him 10 to 12 range around where I'm going to rank. You'll see the players that are there. So Brock Bowers, Las Vegas Raiders. This man is just, every team that passed on him in the draft is just shaking their head right now. So mad at themselves. They let Brock Bowers fall to 13th in the draft. The Raiders got him. You're going to get the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints on the season, they rank 13th versus tight end, giving up 10.7. And they rank second in the red zone, and they give it 54.6 yards, just middle of the pack, and a 10% chance of a touchdown. But you throw all that out the window. This is why I ranked Jacoby Myers so low this week, is because I think Brock Bowers is going to go absolutely nuclear this week, because he's chasing the records. That's what happens, just like Saquon and the 2,000 yards. Tight end number 2, George Kittle, diddle down the middle. 49ers are going to get the Lions, they're on paper, they look like the number 1 team, right? They're the number 1 versus tight end, giving up 8.3, number 1 in the red zone, 35.2 yards, which is number 1. But their defense is absolutely beat up to the max, and you're going to get Monday Night Football last laugh here. You are starting George Kittle no matter what. Number 3, Trey McBride had an aberration game last week. Kyler Murray, I don't know what's going on. Trey McBride was even talking after the game, that team's trash. We suck. I mean, the Cardinals are just absolute shambles in the locker room right now. Marvin Harrison doing nothing. Kyler Murray looks terrible. He did get 20 points with the rushing two last week for Kyler still. I mean, the Arizona Cardinals, now with their season done, how's it going to play from here, right? That's one of the hardest things. And you have James Conner down. So they're going to get the Los Angeles Rams. Sorry, I got the hiccups. They ranked 20th, getting out 12.6. They ranked 12th in the red zone, 54.7 yards. You're still starting Trey McBride no matter what. Tight end number 4, Sam Laporta. This man has been on an absolute tear as of late after the weird start to the season for him. So you saw like a little, Jameson Williams popping off. Now he's had 4 straight games of 10-plus points. He's been averaging 7+ targets in each game. But this is what I said. With the Lions defense in shambles, David Montgomery out, they're going to pass heavy the rest of the season. You want to start every single one of these guys. Tight end number 5, Jonnu Smith week is here. You're getting the Cleveland Browns. The matchup is absolutely beautiful. So the Browns versus the tight end on the season rank 11th, giving up 10.4. The Cleveland Browns in the past 4 weeks, we get up 11.3, so a little worse there. You might not have Waddle again. Tyreek Hill's be the focal point. He's going to eat again. Number 6 is going to be TJ Hawkinson. This is the first time I've had him up in the baller tier here. So he's been working back from the injury, hasn't really played his full amount of snaps, but what you saw last week at Seattle was his most snaps of the year. Now you have the biggest game of the year versus the Green Bay Packers. I expect this to be an absolute super smash play here for TJ Hawkinson. And when you're looking at the Green Bay Packers, their defense is very good, but where's their weak spot? The tight end. They rank 25th, giving up 13.2, 59.5 yards, which is bottom 10, and a 30% chance of a touchdown. This is the first week I really, really love starting TJ Hawkinson. Number 7, and I'm not. These aren't tiers, by the way, guys. I'm so tired of cranked out so many videos. This is just my top 20 tight ends. So if you want to see the tiers, you can check out my Twitter. My mind is a weapon. Same thing. SleezBall FF, whatever you want. I'm just going through the 20 here because I'm gassed. We got Christmas in the morning. Got family. Got to get stuff together. I just wanted to get all my rankings out to you guys. So number 7 is going to be Mark Andrews, coming off the TD last week. He'll be playing tomorrow on Christmas Day. He'll be going up against the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans defense versus the tight end on the season, guys. They rank 10th, give up 10.3, 23rd in the red zone, so high touchdown upside for Mark Andrews there. 38.5 yards, which is also top 10. They're very good versus the tight end, but still, Mark Andrews is a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal tight end, Hall of Famer. If he didn't get hurt all the time, you're still starting him. Number 8, my sneaky high-ranking play of the week, Chig Okonkwo. This guy, since Mason Rudolph has become the quarterback, has all of a sudden become Travis Kelce 4 years ago. I don't know what the hell's going on. 10 targets, 11 targets, 8 catches, 9 catches, 150 yards in both games. Hasn't found the end zone yet, but the volume is massive. And you get your fantasy football pot of gold, the Jacksonville Jaguars. They rank 26, giving up 14 points a game to the tight end. So right there, you're already looking at it like bang. And they also give up red zone 21st, 57 yards, bottom 5, 50% chance of a touchdown, tied for second last. This is a smash play for Chig. It could be a little different game script though, because this game could be a little closer. They've been playing from behind in garbage time in the past 2 games, something to think about. Tight end number 9. Now, this is the one where I wanted to give you the 4-week breakdown here. So, Jake Ferguson finally got back in the mix. Finally, he had his concussions. Finally got back with the groove with Cooper Rush. Saw 9 targets last week, 6 catches, 40 yards, right? They're getting the Philadelphia Eagles. On your phone, it's going to say red. On the season, the Eagles are number 7 versus the tight end. Very, very good. But in the last 4 weeks, the Eagles have dropped to 21st versus the tight end, giving up 13.6 points. So that's a 3-point per game average difference with the targets you just saw last week. I love Jake Ferguson in this game. Number 10 is Travis Kelce. This is the lowest I've ranked Travis Kelce possibly in like the past 3 years, man. And I wasn't doing YouTube content, then only Twitter. But Travis Kelce, the past 3 games, has not popped over 10 points. He is seeing the volume of 6-7 targets a game. Now you have Hollywood Brown seeing more snaps to go with DeAndre Hopkins, Xavier Worthy. It's just a target nightmare share out there. He's probably going to see 6-7 targets with touchdown upside every single game. As Travis Kelce, you're still starting the guy in the championship, but it's just a different story now for him. Number 11, this is the highest I've ever ranked him all season long as well. It is Dalton Schultz. Now, why do I have him ranked so high? Well, let's get into it here. The Kansas City Chiefs ranked 30th versus the tight end, 15.5 points per game. 9th in the red zone. Their front 7 is very good. 72.7 yards, the most in the NFL. Tank Dell just went down. They bring in Deontay Johnson. You don't know how much he's going to be used, if at all, in the first couple games here with the new system. It's just hard to trust. Like, the matchup is beautiful. I just don't trust Dalton Schultz. That's the only reason he's at 11. If this was, Jonnu Smith playing the Chiefs right now with Waddle out, I'd have him in the top 3. But it's just Dalton Schultz, and it's hard for me to trust him. Tight end number 12 is going to be the security blanket for Drake May, Hunter Henry. And Hunter Henry this week is going to get a matchup with the LA Chargers. And the Los Angeles Chargers are very good versus the tight end. They're number 5 on the year, giving up 10 points. Number 1 in the red zone. Only 1 touchdown allowed all year long. It's the only reason I have him so low. It's going to be a very, very tough matchup for Hunter Henry here. Tight end number 13, Tucker Kraft, the monster game, 48.5 over under Packers Vikings. Yeah, he got 60 yards. Dude, he's athletic. Get this guy in space. It's great. You do have Musgrave back. I mean, I like the matchup. I like the start at tight end. It's just you have Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, Wicks getting involved in a touchdown last week. Christian Watson looks like he's going to play still, so that will, make the target share even more. He got a little injury and came back, but he looks good to go. Check the updates on that. It's just hard for me with Tucker Kraft. I mean, if he was, say he's in a situation of, how do I explain it? Let's say Hunter Henry, where Drake May, he's the only guy. Tucker Kraft would be a top 5 tight end weekly. Tight end number 14, Dalton Kincaid. New York Jets, very, very tough matchup versus the tight end. They rank 12th, 10.6, fourth in the red zone. Touchdown upside very low, 43.6 yards. You got everyone out there healthy, and I have this sneaky suspicion that it's an Amari Cooper day. Tight end number 15, Pat Freiermuth. He was on fire when there was no George Pickens. So George Pickens back. He played Baltimore Ravens. It was a super plus matchup. He didn't get it. I said it wrong. You're going to get the Kansas City Chiefs for him. I said for Dalton Schultz, he was going to get the Kansas City Chiefs. That was wrong. He's going to get the Baltimore Ravens. It is still a very plus matchup versus the Ravens. It's the end of the video. Sorry, I'm tired. Or end of the day of all the videos. They rank 13th, getting up 23 points for the Ravens side, by the way. So they're, about 2.5 points less than the Chiefs. Now we're on to the Chiefs. Pat Freiermuth, super plus matchup, but he has Pickens back. When Pickens is out there, Pat Freiermuth's like 2, 3, 4 targets. It's not enough volume for me to like it. Tight end number 16, Zach Ertz came off the dud game in a high-scoring revenge game versus the Eagles last week, which was crazy to me. You're going to get the Atlanta Falcons now this week. The Atlanta Falcons versus the tight end are damn good. They rank number 4. They give up 9.4 points. Number 5 in the red zone, 40 yards, which is top 10, 20% chance of a touchdown. I don't really like Zach Ertz this week. And these last 3, I'll just rank out. Kyle Pitts, man, what a waste. What a waste of talent is going on here with this guy in Atlanta. Get him somewhere else, and I swear to God, he's a good tight end. Number 18, Stone Smart. Number 19, Britton Strange fumbled. He had an absolute smash play, and the coaches just kicked him out of the lineup last week, which was nuts. Isaiah Likely found the end zone. He could be a good play. And if you guys have any questions about any of the tight ends, go ahead and drop them in there. This is just my top 20. We are in the championship. I don't think you're going to be looking at guys lower than this. I mean, maybe Tyler Conklin. He had a good game last week. I don't trust Tyler Conklin in the matchup this week. And again, make sure you're paying attention to David Njoku's injury status this week. Merry Christmas. That is the end of the day of episodes. I cranked them all out on Christmas Eve for you guys so you'd have it before the Wednesday games, Thursday games, Thursday games, Saturday games, Sunday games. So again, guys, before we head out, make sure you smash that like, make sure you hit that subscription. It helps me out a ton. I cannot thank you guys enough again for all the support this year. It's been absolutely amazing. I will be live tomorrow morning, 1 hour before kickoff. So if you guys want to hop in there and you have time on Christmas Day, whatever it is, I know you're with your families. That's always more important. Spend the time with your families, open the presents, kids, stuff like that. Our Christmas is at noon. So I have an hour, and I'm going to hop in there and help you guys with any questions you guys have. And if you can't make the live stream, you could always drop any comment you want down below, and I try to get to every single one of them. That is it for my rankings, guys. Quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, everything is out. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you. Hope to see you guys in the live stream tomorrow. SleezBall out.